time. They talk to each other. Very little talking here. This is all business right now. And Bjergsen and Jisu with the fast bans. And Jisu thinking about what he wants to do.
Oh, unbench the Kench. Jisu going to be rocking one of those melee-style champions, one of those types of things that Bjergsen specifically brought up, saying, I think my pool, I think my play style is better suited to this than his, and I'll be able to show that.
What is the keystone going to be? What is the rune going to be that he's running? We talk about some phase rush Tahm Kench. Eat him, run him into the turret.
And spit him out.
It's
you and I tested
fun.
this.
It's
I remember
so fun.
testing this with you a couple of weeks ago about how far can Tahm Kench actually run out, use phase rush, gobble you up, and still get you back under the turret in time.
Yeah, I feel like you need Swifty boots to do it, though, and about level 6, since phase rush, I believe, scales with your level in terms of the movement speed that it gives you. So we'll see what he's running, though, but I'm so excited for this. The first Tahm Kench, the 1v1.
All right, let's see what he's
Yeah!
doing. It's phase rush with Ghost. So he's ready. He is ready to make this happen. If he wins, he's going to win by gobbling Bjergsen up and spitting him underneath the turret. And if he can make that happen, it is going to be so cool to see. But we did see Bjergsen control these waves against Faker with this champion. We saw him play this game against someone playing Syndra, against a very mechanically talented player playing Syndra. So up against something like Tahm Kench, woo, he's got his work cut out for him.
And the Tahm Kench has boots. He has the Ghost. He has the heal. This is go fast Tahm Kench.
Okay,
this is special delivery sushi chef, master chef Tahm Kench.
Let's see if he can drift around and find his way towards Bjergsen, get those stacks down and find the Devour. Bjergsen, though, the one who should be in control with the push, with the wave control early. Like I said, Jisu's the one with that work cut out for him in this. Just because of the fact that, I mean, you're Tahm Kench and a Taliyah.
Yeah.
Your tongue is stopped by minions. You don't have a lot of long-range capability to engage on this champion that is so adept at keeping herself far away.
Yeah, I feel as though this is going to come down to Bjergsen just skirting around, keeping his range and killing all of the minions, going back and not even like pushing him up to the turret to deal turret damage because he doesn't want to risk it. We'll see here how they start this off.
All right, threaded volley into the wave, as could be expected. Also worth pointing out that it is airy once again on Bjergsen's Taliyah. Just wants to make sure that every time he lands the poke, it's that much more effective. So not really anything too surprising coming out of him just yet. Jisu, mindful of how the minion farming works underneath the turret, not able to find that last one. 6-2-3 right now. So Bjergsen is in the spot that you're going to see him in for most of the game. I think if Jisu is able to find his all-in, it's going to be a case of sort of what you were describing earlier, where he kind of gets to level 6, he gets swiftness boots, and then he goes for the all-in then. The early game isn't going to be fun for this Kench.
Yeah, Bjergsen was talking about the cheese ball strategies. I mean, this is one that he's cooked up here. Jisu will see if he's able to actually execute on it, because I feel like it's one that the condition is pretty narrow. The enemy, if they're thinking about your win condition, they might be able to avoid it completely. Now, Bjergsen's going to back and use Taliyah passive, where he just runs against walls and structures and gets back very quickly without missing much in terms of CS.
Because he knows the cannon waves underneath the enemy turret, it's going to take that much more time for it to clear out. He's got enough time to get back to the wave without missing much at all.
Yep.
Another Doran's ring picked up, more potions picked up. He's in the spot he wants to be.
Yeah, and let's talk about his runes right here, because he has Biscuit Delivery and he has Futures Market. So Bjergsen, taking the advice of kind of Azale yesterday, talking about how good Futures Market is, and you can buy so many potions, and he's done that for himself right now.
Getting those extra potions early on. Remember, this is a 1 versus 1 that's played, you know, from level 1. You only have the money at the start. This isn't ARAM rules where you're starting off really far ahead and you've got 1,300 gold to spend as soon as you load into the game.
Yeah, no level 3 start.
Right, so you have to play around the same types of things you would play around if you were laning early on in Summoner's Rift. And having an extra 200 gold to spend at the start through Futures Market can be huge. The amount of potions, some players might remember the good old times of 9 potion start, which, by the way, was not actually good. It was not fun to play against because the person had so much sustain in lane.
Red pot, though, plus
Red
potions
pot
was
plus
fun.
potions. That was pretty silly. That was also a pretty time. Bjergsen will continue to push the waves out, continue to control the pace of this game.
And so I went back and I looked. Bjergsen actually missed 0 creeps when he went back and ran all the way. None of his minions had died. Look at that, Jisu. First item, Swifty boots. I want that special delivery to come through.
He wants it too, but he can't get anywhere near Bjergsen right now. He just keeps this wave pushed up. He throws down all these rocks all over the place, every single wave. What's a Kench got to do?
And here's the thing, though, is he has to kind of only do this one time. He gets one moment, one opportunity to make this happen, because as soon as Bjergsen sees it once, you're not going to have the summoner spells or the time because of the CS to actually execute it again. So Jisu would have to do it one time, and I think he's waiting for phase rush levels to get to like 6 or 7, so he has all that movement speed.
You get to 6, you ult behind them, and you go. That's the only shot you pretty much got. If you're the Tahm Kench in this one, I want to see it work. I really do. But at the same time, you also got to remember, Bjergsen has exhaust, he has barrier. It's not as simple as gobble him up, spit him out, and he dies.
I mean, you'll have boots and you'll have phase rush. You're going to reduce the slow of the exhaust, and it wouldn't really matter too much. He's still going to be super speed Tahm Kench. I honestly hope that Jisu's able to pull this off.
Well, Bjergsen's already up to 46 CS. He keeps going back pretty consistently to get more and more. Biscuits in his inventory, like you mentioned earlier, means he's going to have even more mana as he continues to lane through this.
Yeah. If I'm Jisu, he's ulting behind him. He has the ghost on.
To make the play. He pops the ghost already. Now looking to chase Bjergsen down. Doesn't find the tongue, and that could be the thing that separates this from being successful or not.
He's gonna
carry him backwards.
though.
Can't get him all the way back to the turret, but he does bring him back far enough to continue to apply the damage. Exhaust going to be used. Jisu still has thick skin, looking to find the tongue. The tongue comes out. Not quite making its way just yet. There's your stun. Barrier still going to be used. Jisu can't do it. First blood to Bjergsen. And that ends this 1v1.
The 2-0 for Bjergsen. The seismic shove on the Tahm Kench ultimate, the Abyssal Voyage location, pushes Jisu back and makes him lose enough distance that Bjergsen isn't pulled back into a turret.
The first Q from Tahm Kench also misses in that, and the difference in health could have been what decides the outcome there. So incredibly close as you look at how Jisu tried to make it happen.
Yeah, he was waiting for the level 6 for the Abyssal Voyage to get behind Bjergsen, but Bjergsen sees it coming. The seismic shove was perfect, and like you said, the first one missing. The exhaust here after the phase rush was over, and then the juke back. This comes down to 100 HP again under the turret. The W comes off cooldown now. Oh, so low for Bjergsen.
So incredibly close. You can see the smile on Bjergsen's face as he realizes he will be going to the finals tomorrow. The Jisu's run ends here.
And the desk was saying it, just the style that Bjergsen has been playing in terms of methodical, thinking ahead of the game, like what is he really going to do with a low-risk type champion or strategy, and that forced Jisu's hand to pick something that's going to be aggressive, high risk, could potentially work out for you, but we saw the outplay there. And that's Bjergsen moving on to the finals to reclaim the 1v1 championship title.
Looking to get back to where he was in 2015, being at the top of the 1v1 ladder, but we still have one more opponent for him to go through, and that opponent is who we're going to be seeing in the next matchup. This one should be a lot of fun as well. Uzi and Prey, 280 carries, two of the best guys out there in the bottom lane that are going to be going head-to-head. This is going to be so much fun to see. We know both these guys are incredibly mechanically talented. We know both these guys have the ability to carry on Summoner's Rift. And hell, we've seen him carry so far on Howling Abyss in the past couple of days.
Oh yeah, we saw Uzi play the Misfortune Mirror against BRTT, as well as play Lucian into Levi's Victor, and take both of them down. But Uzi is taking this so seriously. Like, I watched his 1v1s over again. Like, his 5v5s, he's laughing, he's having a great time. His 1v1s, he hasn't cracked a smile at all during the 1v1s. Whereas, on the other side, Prey, this guy's just a smile factory. This guy was actually voted in the LCK as basically the heart of the LCK. He is pretty much the most likable pro over there, was an award that he actually got because he's just so bubbly. But right now, it looks like they're both stoic. They're both really focused on this as two legendary 80 carries, but I want to see if Prey can make Uzi smile.
I mean, Uzi seems so incredibly focused on this. I don't know if anything's going to break that. The man seems like he has one mission coming here to the 1v1 tournament, and that's to walk away with the win. I mean, some people take it more seriously than others. We saw yesterday Prey and Reckless. I believe it was actually Prey's idea to play Garen versus Garen, Flash Ignite, dance with each other at the start, but I somehow think you aren't going to get Uzi into his dancing shoes today.
I mean, you got to try, though. That's how you do
gotta
it. You just
try.
say, like, hey, do you want to play Garen? If he shuts you down, it's like, oh, okay,
No, I don't even think you're going to get shut down. You're just going to get the scene, 8:52 p.m., check mark, and then no response. Uzi's just got one goal, Zyrene. He's going to win.
Yeah, I mean, he has been set on that. He said that he wants to be the first two-time champion, and he could go up against the 2015 champion in Bjergsen in the finals if he wins this. It could be one of them trying to reclaim the title and one of them defending, because Uzi right now has it from 2016.
At the same time, though, talking about Prey, this guy who's part of what everybody was calling the Korean super team coming to All-Stars here, there's a reason this guy made that thing the title that it had, right? There's a reason everybody was like, super team has all the best players all over the place. Prey is such an incredibly talented AD carry. This guy knows how to win matchups. And hey, if Uzi says, let's play seriously, maybe it's time to get rid of the grins, get rid of the giggles, and show this guy how to take it seriously. I don't know.
I don't know. I hope Prey. I mean, he did lose earlier today to the LPL team and to Uzi in lane multiple times.
Could be time for payback.
Maybe it's payback. Maybe Prey is a little bit serious about this too, because he would be the person going on to represent the LCK since they're knocked out of the 5